The Mystery of the New Neighbor. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Thomas who lived in a small village. Thomas was a very curious boy and loved to explore the surroundings. One day, a new neighbor moved into the house next to his. It was an old man with long gray hair and a thick white beard. Everyone in the neighborhood called him Mr. Bruni, but no one knew much about him. From the day Mr. Bruni moved in, Thomas started hearing strange noises coming from his house. Every evening, as he got ready for bed, he would hear mysterious singing, strange laughter, and voices that seemed to speak in unknown languages. Thomas was very scared and couldn't sleep, thinking about those mysterious sounds. One night, as Halloween was approaching, the noises became even stranger and louder. Thomas heard screams that sent shivers down his spine. He decided he had to find out what was happening in Mr. Bruni's house. On October 31st, on Halloween night, Thomas gathered his courage. He put on his ghost costume, grabbed his candy bag, and left the house. With his heart racing, he approached the neighbor's door. He rang the doorbell with a trembling hand and waited. After a few moments, the door slowly opened, and Mr. Bruni appeared in the doorway. "Oh, hello, Thomas," said the old man with a gentle smile. "What a surprise to see you here." Thomas stammered a bit embarrassed. Hello, Mr. Bruni. I heard some strange noises coming from your house, and I just want to know what they were." Mr. Bruni laughed and said, "I understand. Wait, let me show you." Thomas waited while Mr. Bruni went back inside. He left the door open and Thomas peeked inside. The house was full of old furniture, dusty books, and strange antique objects. Suddenly, Mr. Bruni reappeared at the door, and Thomas couldn't believe what he saw. "This is Paco, my talking parrot," explained Mr. Bruni. "He loves to sing and imitates the voices he hears. He has even learned to mimic the voices of my old friends and speaks in different languages." Thomas stood there, mouth wide open, and Paco began to sing a cheerful song. He immediately realized that all the strange noises he had heard were coming from Paco. "Was it really him the whole time?" Thomas asked, relieved but also a little amused. "Yes, it was," replied Mr. Bruni with a laugh. "Paco is very talented. He keeps me company and makes me laugh every day." Thomas laughed too and felt much better. Mr. Bruni's house wasn't a scary place at all. In fact, it was full of fun surprises. That night, Thomas went home happy and told his parents the story of Paco, the talking parrot. And from that day on, Thomas and Mr. Bruni became great friends. Every time Thomas walked past the old man's house, he always greeted Paco, knowing there was nothing to fear.